video I'm going to show you guys how to draw straight long hair. We're going to start down here by making the different strands with different pressures. We're using just the hatching technique. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw the outline of the hair, and so right here we're going to say that this is the middle part, right there. We're going to bring the hair down this way. It's going to have a little bit of volume here. And if we have kind of the shoulder there, we have a good portion of the hair in the front, and then some of it is behind it, right? Over here, this. And we're going to go ahead, place it over here. And then we are definitely adding some hair here. Okay. And so right now we have the overall outline of the hair. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to start shading just one value on the entire portion of the hair. So I'm going to use the shading or smudging technique, sorry. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I am going to make this line slightly darker so I can see that edge. And same thing with that. Okay? Alright, now what we're going to do is using your photo, right, we're going to identify where the darkest areas are. Typically the darkest areas are going to be right in this area here, as well as this area here, so whatever is surrounding the face, these are typically slightly darker. And that as well. Okay, and then over here, since this is the back, this as well. Now we have these inner portions slightly dark. We're also going to make the outline here slightly darker, so we know what we're looking at, as well as over here. And then now that we have kind of that basis, we can start creating the hair strands right here at the top. So right here, we're going to go ahead, we're going to start a little more pressure, creating these curved lines, almost like hatching lines, right? So just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And so now that we have that portion kind of already done, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to add hair strands all the way down on the head. I'm going to first focus on the edges, and then I'm just going to slowly bring these hair strands over to the next edge. Once they reach this portion here, they're dark again. And so already we're starting to kind of see that build. Every time I'm adding another strand of hair, I'm kind of adding a different amount of pressure to my hand. And since this is the transition area from curved to straight, now we can go in and make these slightly more straight. Okay. I am going to go over this slightly. Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and tackle this next side. So right here at the top, this is a slight curve. I'm actually going to start right here. So this is darker. As we get to the middle, lighter, and as we get to the next edge, this is slightly darker. Okay, now that we have that kind of done, we're going to go in and make this portion slightly darker. Okay, we're doing the bottom portions now. And so now that we are looking at this, we have the straight hair. And then from here, we can go in with our kneaded eraser. I'm sorry, with our magic eraser. And then once you have this kind of going on, we can go back in with our charcoal. We can use this guy here. Over here, we're going to go ahead. And then now we can grab our white charcoal stick and start applying it in the areas where we would truly see those highlights. Down here, I would actually and then using this guy, go in, and this guy one more time just to add those darker areas. Okay. And so wherever the light is hitting, that is where you want to add those highlights. And so there we go. This is the straight hair. Now the light's kind of picking up a little bit of blue. That might be the case for you in the classroom, but I promise it is a white highlight. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. So this is the straight long hair.